Welcome to this week's episode of the First 30 with the new
Vaya.
with the new intro.
Shout out Angel as always coming through
with the dope intro. We asked him, we're like, hey man, come on with something Latin. That's how it sounded when I texted him. I was like, hey man, come on with something Latin, some salsa, and he was like, bet. And he did it. Angel, good job.
Yeah,
super proud of you. What's funny is that you were like, it needs some little sticks.
And he's the clave.
The clave.
You hear them though, right? You see they make the difference.
No, man, I'm just saying, I thought it was hilarious. I started laughing.
No, because he texted me outside of the group,
Right.
and he was like, "Hey,
How dare he?
listen, check it out. Let me know what it needs, because I don't really do a lot of like Latin sounds like that." And I was like, "All right, bet." So I told him two things, and he didn't listen to one. And I'm glad he didn't, because I told him, "Hey, like throw some bongos in the background," and then he was like, le tiré timbal. I was like, "Okay, let me hear it." Oh, that's so much better.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, yeah.
Jay
good,
doesn't always know best. Blech, in your face. So with I'm having
Technical difficulties.
I'm having technical difficulties.
Right. So with the new Latin, right, we pride ourselves
in being,
and it's in
right.
all the bios.
Right. Me being a Puerto Rican.
All right, that we are obnoxiously loud and proud Puerto Ricans, right?
And opinionated.
Right? And highly opinionated Boricuas, right? So I mean, we needed the Latin the Latin intro.
You guys are welcome. 'Cause I'm the one that came up with that. You guys are welcome.
You're welcome. Yeah, you are, because I wanted. Oh wow, it's so funny. I wanted like a reggaeton thing. Remember?
We had talked about that. But then I don't know what it was. I was like, nah, you know what? Like a salsa thing would sound much better.
Yeah.
So speaking of Latins and salsa, and anyway, I'm Joaquin.
I'm Jay.
And that's Jay. Make sure you guys know who you're listening to.
And
not
this
like
is
you couldn't tell.
The First 30.
And this is the First 30.
Episode
Welcome.
6.
Episode 7. 6. 6 is what I meant to say.
Episode 6. And with all the Latin talk,
all the Latin flavorings,
we just want you to keep the island of Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
In your prayers.
Puerto
in your
Rico,
prayers, right?
Yes.
I mean, real talk. All these earthquakes and all that stuff, it's real messed up. But it actually made me check into like why. Like why, 46 years old and now all these earthquakes hitting the island.
Right.
But apparently Puerto Rico is right on the edge
Of a plate.
of the Caribbean plate meeting the North American plate. So it's always happening.
Yeah.
It's
Siempre
just
están chocando.
It's just, now it's
whatever.
just
Yeah,
now it's just really bad.
It's like it's resettling or something. So with the resettling, it's just, shaking everything about. I got so many. My problem is that I just think of I have nothing but jokes that I want to say, and plus that's just kind of a way I deal. Sometimes that's kind of how I deal with serious stuff. Sometimes too, I just kind of joke about it. That's my way.
You're like Chandler.
And and I'm just like, oh, I won't say nothing.
Yo, it is hot in here.
Oh, so take off all your keep it on.
Not
Keep
doing
it
that.
on.
Not
Keep it
doing
on.
that.
Keep it on.
But anyway, just keep the
So
island
keep Puerto
in your
Rico
prayers.
in prayer. It's all happening more on the south side. My grandmother felt them where she's at.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she said she was scared. She got scared.
Yeah,
But she's 89. So
I was scared because my family is all on the south side, and I was trying to call them, and nothing, right? Like nothing. So then, Jay, call your cousin who's a cop, who one of my cousins is a cop that flies a helicopter and around the coast,
right,
for all the drug traffickers and whatever,
right.
So I was like,
wait,
yo.
so he's a crooked cop. He drives up for the.
No, I'm saying to see like what boats are coming in.
Oh, okay.
For, the drugs and
that's not what it sounds
yeah,
like.
it's not. You're right. So I called him and he was like, and he picked up quick. He was like, yeah, I just got out of the helicopter. I was about to call or at least send a message on WhatsApp. Everybody's fine. Like it stayed central.
Right.
So
it's
we're
like
more,
Ponce to the west.
To the west, yeah. So we're Ponce to the east. So like we're all good. Like the family, what else? Like, is my house still up? It's like, yeah, like tu casa está bien. Right, your house is good. So
I mean, it's leaning, but it's still up. It's like Fat Joe. It's leaning back.
Right. It's different. Like the majority of the houses of our house, at least my family, and I guess yours too, since they're old school, so they're made out of cement, right? So a hurricane,
cinder blocks,
right? A hurricane won't really do anything to that, right?
Because they're low,
right? They're low and they're sturdy because it's cinder blocks and
they're squared and they got rebar in them.
The rebar, right?
And yeah,
But
flat roofs unless you build a house on top.
But right. An earthquake doesn't care about none of that.
Yeah,
right? As we saw in a lot of the pictures. A lot of these
that's
same
why.
type homes.
Yeah, that's why. Like the house, like the newer stuff, like in California.
Yeah,
it's actually built to sway.
Okay.
Right. So like there's a certain amount of sway to it.
Yeah.
So that when it shakes, it goes
like
with it goes with the movement. So then it doesn't collapse.
Right. That's smart.
Whereas the cement houses, they're just. It's like it was an old fable or something. Like when the wind blows, oak trees get knocked down with strong winds, but pine trees stay.
And palm trees,
right?
Palm trees actually bend with it.
They bend with the wind,
right?
and that's the basic idea. If you think about with earthquakes, like the newer buildings, like in California and stuff, they're built to sway with the movement. Whereas those houses, like in Puerto Rico, they're just anchored in because they got to worry about hurricanes.
That's awesome.
So when it shakes,
yeah. So
there's your science lesson.
So before we move on, I just want to say,
I'm a C+ student.
I just want to say one very important thing. Right?
What's that?
Make sure that what you're reading, what you're seeing, and afterwards repeating to other people come from viable news sources. Okay, Facebook is not a viable news source, right? Your vecino in Puerto Rico with his cat with his phone video is not a viable news source. Okay, so
just verify what they say,
right?
That's how you gotta
do it right because mom was at the house yesterday, and she was like, "Oh no, but I saw that they were saying that there's an 8-point earthquake coming, and then the tsunami is all that." Mommy, where you get that from? Where you get that from?
Right?
Because even that hasn't even happened in California, where there's an earthquake like every other day, right? The fear is that it doesn't go past the 6.4 to an 8 because an 8 would be like goodbye Puerto Rico, just sinking to the bottom of the sea.
Well, it won't sink. Right? Everything will just collapse. Have to go with brooms and sweep it all out.
No, but the water will rise because like the tsunami, right? So then. Allá se fue Puerto Rico, right? And then you have a bunch of Spanish, and then Atlantis will finally have some Spanish-speaking citizens.
All I keep thinking is, hey, there'll be a lot of oceanfront property.
No, because
it's literally it's all it's a little strip of land.
Womp, right? But just make sure that what you're repeating, what you're listening to, is viable.
Just check yourself.
Like Magda told me something today, and I was like,
That
what
doesn't
are you
sound
talking
right.
about? Doesn't even sound right. And it was like somebody said it like 2 years ago. So this guy it's not even relevant. Not even
is it like that?
Not even 5 years ago. Was it 2015?
Was it that congressman that was worried that if Guam had too many people on it, it would tip over and it would capsize?
I never heard of that.
You haven't heard that? Well, yeah, we have to look that up.
I have to look that up.
We have to look that up. They were like, he was like, too many people, military keeps going in, too many people get too heavy.
No, it was something about tsunamis. And I'm like, and when I checked and I Googled, it was like from 2015. It's like, get out of here.
Yeah, nah. But anyway, so, all right, Puerto Rico, stand strong. Remember, when the ground shakes, shake with it, and you won't fall down.
Yeah, and if you don't have rhythm, now's a good time to get some.
When they first started having the troubles,
yeah,
I said it was my cousin and his son kept falling.
I indeed though,
because they're like 700 pounds together.
Oh my God, you're so wrong.
Oh, so wrong. All right, so this week we had a lot of cool stuff going on. So let's go ahead and with the media stuff that we always do first. Song of the week. one of our favorite groups, Ecclesia, whatever. Either way,
Ecclesia.
not Julio. The song is called "Burn," B-U-R-N, "Burn Again." Dope little track. As always, these kids, man. This kid, really, because it's directed by one guy.
Yeah.
And he puts out some, dope music. Mm-hmm. And then
theologically heavy,
lyrics,
right?
So it's and he's a young cat. Right?
Yeah, he is.
So super dope. It's on the playlist. We'll connect all that stuff. The Overflow podcast. You can check it out there. And then the trailer of the week. One, me and Jay are on opposite ends of, to a degree. The New Birds of Prey, the fantabulous emancipation of Harley Quinn. I think is what the full name of it. Yeah. Trailer dropped this week. It was the second full-length trailer.
This ain't really showing everybody.
It's kind of giving us the beats
and the bad guy.
Bad guy. Finally, we see him with the black mask because he's Black Mask. Very cool. Very, very cool. He looks awesome. That's that.
Black Mask
he looks awesome.
Looks dope.
And I don't know. The obviously the trailer just gives us kind of cuts. It's not giving us really a whole lot of thread.
Right.
And it's just kind of giving us some action beats and it's giving us some humor beats.
It's giving us a lot of Harley, right? Which is why people don't want to go see it. It's her movie, even though it's a Birds of Prey movie.
Right. So I'm looking forward to it. Actually, my buddy David, who likes to put together groups to go watch the comic book movies when they come out, he asked me Sunday. He was like, "Hey man, you want to go see it?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, let's do it."
Yeah,
so it comes out February 7th.
I'm not really excited about it as we spoke about, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to support a DC movie, even one that I don't think I'm going to like. I will still go to the movies and support it, right? But with all things being equal, Magda likes, now she's a big DC movie fan.
Right.
Remember, my wife is probably the only female who thinks that that has Batman v Superman at the top of her DC movie list.
Oh, she likes Batman v Superman?
Not only that, that's number one for her.
The extended version?
That's number one.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Not Wonder Woman, not whatever, not Aquaman.
My girl keeps telling me she hasn't seen Aquaman every time we look at movies.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, well, let's see if there's anything else. Come on. This dude is just massive.
Yeah, you so dumb. But yeah,
I'm not insecure or anything.
BVS is her number one DC, which surprised me because that's not even.
Yeah. We know you're a nerd.
Word. But anyway, so she saw the trailer, anything action and fighting and explosions, whatever, like she's all in. And the fact that it's DC.
Well, one thing that kind of made me a little hyped for it is just the fact that they did bring, I want to say, the director of the John Wick movies to film some of the reshoots, some of the action stuff. So the action should be dope. They got John Wick guys involved. It should be dope. All right, the other thing that was so a couple of things that we're just gonna kind of pop off.
So we're gonna end with the good stuff. We're gonna end with the hero of the year.
Yes. Crisis is back on Tuesday. Apparently, they're doing both episodes on Tuesday.
We're gonna do back-to-back episodes,
which means that I will probably actually be watching it live because I very rarely do it. But I'm so excited to kind of finish it. Finish this thing. I've been waiting. They waited too long. They should have done it. They should have ended the winter season with it, but that's not my call.
Right.
So we're super excited. Oliver's coming back as Spectre.
The only thing that I did see was that poster I think that I sent you with Oliver as Spectre.
Right.
And I hated it.
There was mixed feelings about it.
I hated it. I hated that he looked like he just looked like the Green Arrow. Right? Like he just looked like the Green Arrow.
With a long coat.
Yeah, but like it doesn't matter. Like the suit and the hood, because he still had the mask and then the hood. He just looked like the Green Arrow. Like I didn't see anything Spectre like in that poster.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the Spectre runs around bare chested, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we have our answer.
Even
though he could pull it off. But I'm just saying.
But like they still could have done something. that would be more of a throwback to the Spectre than just keeping him as the Green Arrow with the coat.
Well, maybe they'll kind of explain what's going on there, because they do show. I did see a little tiny clip where they showed him walking with the guy that is normally the Spectre.
I didn't see anything.
Can't think the name.
I have purposely not been looking at anything coming out from Pagey because Pagey knows it all.
Right.
I swear. Like,
yeah,
he
you
knows
sent
it
me
all.
something. I didn't even watch it.
Yeah, I sent it to you and I ain't watch it. I was like, oh, let him watch it, and then if there's anything worth watching, then he'll tell me.
So so we got Crisis. Crisis is coming. It finally got confirmed by the director of The Batman that Colin Farrell is the Penguin. Remember, there was those had been rumors.
There were rumors, and the only confirmation was that he was being spoken to about it.
Right, and then there was some pictures came out, and one of the pictures it looked like it was him.
It looked like it could be him,
but I mean, it was a far away, so
it's far. It was blurry,
and the guy's head was down. Mm-hmm. You know, so I mean, it could have been Alfred for all we know, right?
For all we know, the
angle, but. Todd Phillips.
He had the cane, so that's what made people think that.
So Todd Phillips came out and he did.
Not Todd Phillips. Matt Reeves.
Matt Reeves. Why did I Todd Phillips? Oh, because I'm thinking of the next thing I'm saying. Matt Reeves came out and said that yes, Colin Farrell
is the Joker.
Is the Penguin.
I mean, the Joker is the Penguin.
Is the Penguin, you Joker. What you think? What you think about that? You know what? I know a lot of people want the Danny DeVito Penguin.
Right.
And I was like, nah, good. I'm good with the reinvention if it's good.
I don't like the Danny DeVito Penguin.
Right.
Right? Because
I said a lot of people. Your name isn't a lot of people.
No, I know, but I'm saying, look, listen. I'm saying, like, even in the comic books, like the Danny DeVito Penguin, that was too much of a caricature. Right? Because even in the comics, Cobblepot, even though, he does, he's short and chubby, but he's ruthless. Like, he's a gangster.
Right.
Right? Like, he's a ruthless gangster. Yeah, he's called the Penguin. It's always the nose and the top hat, but he's a gangster. Like, he's a thug.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, all that, the Danny DeVito, it was good for the 80s.
It was good for that movie.
And it was good for Tim Burton, because Tim Burton was out there anyway,
that's
right?
his style, right? And it fit his style.
Right. It fit Tim Burton's vision. But, like, even the Penguin in Gotham.
Right.
Right? Also, gangster. You know what I mean?
He didn't start off gangster. He became very gangster. Yeah. So I'm excited. And Colin Farrell can play that gangster role. He's done it before. He's in this new movie, The Gentleman, that's going to be coming out next couple of weeks. And
this girl says that movie's amazing.
And he's, Colin Farrell. Unfortunately, what's funny? It's funny how people get saddled, right? Because I told my boy, "Yo, Colin Farrell he's the Penguin now," and his response was like, "Oh, he went from Bullseye to the Penguin."
How many movies in between?
And that's what I said. I'm like, what? Dude, like, really? That was like 20 plus years ago. Like, let it go.
You need to Elsa that, right? Because he was even Sonny Crockett, right? In between that.
So I like that movie. I know a lot of people did. Like, I like the Miami Vice movie.
I watched it a couple weeks ago.
I might have to watch it too. But yeah, man. So I'm excited. I think it'll be. He's got a good. He's a good director. We have a good director,
and he's a great actor. And Colin Farrell's a great actor.
He's a good actor. So let's see.
And they showed Pattinson as Bruce Wayne on the motorcycle.
If that was Pattinson,
no, it was Pattinson
or a stunt double.
Yeah, but I'm saying, it showed Bruce Wayne with the motorcycle,
right?
And the bandana on his face, which is straight out of the comics for Batman Year One.
Year One, right? But it also fits, even if it's not really a callback to Year One. But remember, it is more of a noir. It is more of a Batman the detective movie,
right?
So which that fits into Batman.
But the Year One Batman. Remember, that was when he was first coming back. So he wasn't even Batman yet. He was just Bruce Wayne. I have all these skills and all this money. I'm gonna make something. I'm gonna do something to fight.
But I say that
crime.
I say that because in this movie, because we do know that he's been Batman for a couple of years,
right?
So so there's that play, but
we don't know what scene this is,
right?
We don't know what scene this is.
We don't know what's going on with it, but it's exciting.
It's exciting. My only thing is that they're filming it out in London. Like I hate that they're filming that out there.
Not in New York.
Not in New York,
Can't afford
like
it.
not in New York or even Chicago. I mean, they can afford it now since like New York is going broke.
New York is going broke, right?
But I'm saying not in New York, not in Chicago. Like I mean, yeah, that's my one thing against them.
That's fine. I mean, it's Gotham. It's a fictional city. As long as they're not filming it in like Des Moines, right? Where it's
Because then they're gonna have to build a city.
It doesn't look anything right. You're like, wait, is that the country?
They're gonna have to build a city. Hey, Des Moines, we're gonna do you guys a favor. We're gonna build you an actual city.
Why is there so much corn in these scenes?
Then it'll have to be the Scarecrow, not the Penguin.
But so that's been done. We're excited. I mean, hey man, think about it. This year we're gonna get that trailer at some point in the next 6 months. Well, after 6 months.
What movies? What movies are gonna be making it this year? Right, Wonder Woman.
You got Wonder Woman. You got
all these superhero movies. Like DC's not really putting out a lot.
You got Harley.
Like Disney. This
Harley,
is Disney's year.
Or Birds of Prey and Wonder Woman. Mm-hmm. Then you have I don't know, other stuff. Might have been something to look up. But while you're looking that up, let's go ahead and since we're gonna kind of stay on the DC train. Big shout out to Joaquin Phoenix, who won
Best Actor,
the Golden Globes for a drama. The New Mutants is coming out also.
Yeah, but that's not DC.
Well, you didn't say DC. You just said comic book.
No, I did. I said DC, not comic book.
You said comic book, then you said DC because DC's only putting out 2.
I said what DC movies.
Fight.
All right, look, yeah, New Mutants, and that new trailer looked dope.
Yes.
Right, the new trailer looked freaking bananas.
Yeah, right? They finally give us something to. Black Widow's coming out. Which I liked it.
I
like the trailer.
It's intriguing, and I want to see a second trailer.
Morbius.
Which
they just released the Jared Leto photo, just the side photo. Sony looks like they're doing it right.
Sony is killing it.
Oh, Venom 2.
Venom 2 in October. Oh, The Eternals. In November. Was the Indian comedian?
Yeah, who like jacked up.
What's his name? Where is it? Kumail Nanjiani.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna try.
Shang-Chi.
This year? I didn't know. 2021.
Oh, okay, no.
No, we're out of this year.
I was like, I didn't know that was happening. Like this year. I knew it was happening. I didn't know it was happening this year. Yeah.
Oh, Venom 2 is going to be like Carnage, though, I believe, too. Remember, because they introduced...
Yeah, I know, but that's the old Venom. The Tobey Maguire Venom.
Oh.
This picture.
Oh, no, I wasn't necessarily at the picture. I just meant that...
No, it's going to be Carnage.
Because it had Woody
Harrelson as Cletus.
At the very end. I like that movie.
Yo, Venom was dope. I heard so much crap about it, but then I finally watched it, and I'm like, this was
good. It was a lot better than people expected.
This was ill.
And so if Sony can do a good job and just creates this universe with just kind of the monster elements of those comic book characters, with Venom, I think it could be different enough to make it stand out.
I read somewhere that Sony with Venom and Carnage, that they are slowly putting together the Sinister Six so that when Spider-Man is released from Disney and Marvel to go back to Sony,
right,
then they're going to have like a Spider-Man versus the Sinister Six movie.
That would be
interesting.
That would be dope, especially if you can keep Tom Holland.
Yeah. And, it's just to have like 6 villains, it's going to be...
See that, and that's and then coming out with anti-heroes first, so that way you can kind of build.
Talk about anti-heroes. When's Black Adam coming out?
Next year, 2021. Black Adam. Bloodshot.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Bloodshot comes out this. I was say this week, but I meant this year.
Whoop.
Yeah, I saw a trailer in the movie theaters the other day. I was like, oh, that movie looks so good.
Yeah, I forgot about Bloodshot.
I know nothing about it, but it looks.
He's not even mentioned in this website.
That's because it's only Marvel and DC.
Yep. Sadly, because there are other comic book companies.
But yeah, so
that make dope comics.
So anyway, Joaquin Phoenix wins the Golden Globe Best Actor,
and they won for Best Score, right?
I think so. And he got nominated the BAFTAs, which is the British
the British Oscars.
Oscars.
And they have the most.
So if
They have the most.
11.
They have 11.
And
1917, which like had the most for the Golden Globes.
Right.
They had 10.
I saw 1917. Yo, go watch it, and it's worth go watch whether it's IMAX or Baby Max.
So how was
go
it with
watch
the?
It was-
It looked like one long.
It's right. They did it in a one shot style. Obviously, it's not all one shot. You know, they edited different one shots,
I mean, like The Revenant.
but it was dope. It was dope. It was about the characters.
Not about the war.
It was about the characters in this war, but
the-
it wasn't
but the
about
war-
the
but the war was the backdrop.
Right, World War One. Saying World War One. It was dope. There was moments where I jumped.
Wow.
Right, because it's one of those things where it's like
Just confirming how much of a punk you are.
like you're walking through.
Yeah.
It's silent. All of a sudden, pow, 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 pow. You know, and you're just like,
Okay.
you know, not jump, scary jump, but just.
Like startled.
You know, yeah, you're watching it, and Jenny was with me, and all of a sudden she's like squeezing my arm. She's like, "Run!" I'm like, "Run!" Well, you know, when the person next to you jumps and you're already jumping, it kind of heightens what you're doing. But
Especially when they're like squeezing your
when they
arm. Or
grab
whatever.
you. But yeah, man. So check it out. It's like I said, it's definitely worth going to watch in Baby Max or IMAX or Extreme, whatever.
Yeah, I want to watch. I want to watch that movie. I
Go
mean,
watch
it's a
it.
war movie. You know, I
Go
watch it.
watch it in the theaters. Yeah, so do that. And then let's see, we got pop.
The hero of the year.
And then, hey, so far, the hero of the year so far is Ricky Gervais, creator of The Office, atheist extraordinaire, because
He's
he
an
is
atheist.
super atheist,
And he's super liberal.
and he's super liberal. And what did he do, Jay?
He's super liberal. He got accused of being a conservative. So he got accused of being a right-wing conservative, which makes it even funnier to me because it's like, hey, if you don't agree with us, then you must be on that side.
Right, and he's huge. He's a huge free speech guy. But what did he do, Jay?
He put everybody at the Golden Globes on blast. He put the whole woke culture on blast.
He put Hollywood
cancel
on blast.
culture on blast. He put Hollywood on blast. He
Yeah.
put Amazon, Apple, and Google on blast,
Yeah.
right? Because he mentioned them by name.
Yep.
Did you see Tim Cook's face?
Yeah, he wasn't too happy about it. Yo, did you see the actor that was a movie called Two Popes?
The Two Popes.
Did you see
Yeah,
the
you
actor
saw
when
he was
when
not. He
dissed
was.
them? Yeah.
He was not. Like he called them all a bunch of pedophiles.
pedophiles.
Right? Yeah, because
Because
he's British. A bunch of pedophiles, and he was like, "Yeah, you know, all you perverts. We had movies about pedophilia. No, we're joking. The Two Popes." I was like,
yeah, yo. I thought it was funny when he said, you know, all you guys, when he's talking about, you know, how woke they all
wokeness,
are.
yeah.
And then he's like, but if ISIS comes up with a streaming channel, all of y'all be calling
he
your
said,
agents.
He said, "You all claim that you're woke, but you're not, because you work for these companies like Apple, Amazon, and Google, and they all run sweatshops in China."
No, he said Google, but he goes, and Apple has sweatshops in China.
Oh my God, I was so done. Like I screamed when he said that.
Yeah.
I screamed. I was like, "Yeah!"
And then when you talking about Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself, oh no, he's your friend, not
I know,
mine.
right? It's like, I know, you're all upset because he's your friend.
He's
I'm
your
like,
friend.
"No." Dude, yo,
But it was great.
and I love that the cameraman or the cameramen were showing the actors.
Right. Yo, did you see Tom Hanks? He was not comfortable.
Tom
at
Hanks
all.
was
did not like it.
I don't think that I don't think it was that he didn't like it. I think that he was. There was one scene where he had his mouth open and he was looking around, but his body was like shaking. Where like he's like, like Tom Hanks. It almost looked like he knew he shouldn't laugh in front of these people,
Right.
But he agreed and it was funny, so like he couldn't help himself but laugh.
Yeah, like he really went after.
He went in. And
I loved his.
He was like, you know what? I don't care. It's my last time. I don't care. I would just.
I loved his climate change where he's talking about you guys have been in school less to get Greta Thunberg and you guys.
The best was how he started. He was like, Kevin Hart was fired from doing the Oscars for some offensive tweets. Hello. He was like, hello. Pointing at himself. I was like, exactly.
Yeah. So it was. And his bit about we were gonna do an in memoriam, but there was too many white people.
Yeah, there weren't enough.
Not enough.
Not enough black people.
You're not gonna get me, yo. Like,
yeah,
that was great. It was great because it was a call out to all this out culture.
To all the call out culture. It was like, don't come up here and say any political message. Don't try to show that you're woke because you're not. Right? Like, you work for these companies that have sweatshops. You're not woke. I was like, yes. And I love the fact that it was him that said it because, again, he is super liberal.
Right. And he's not American.
Right. And he's not American.
He doesn't care. Like, he does not care. If you think about it, he has to work with these people.
Yep.
To a certain
extent.
And he just put them all on blast. His joke, probably his tamest joke, which is also a very funny joke, was the one he did on DiCaprio, where he talk about the
movie was so long that when he got out, the date was too old. And then you see
he
that
laughed.
He laughed, and you see that he did not like touch the old school guys. He didn't like go after none of the people on The Irishman. Scorsese. No. But he did it. Like, he did regular jokes. He was like, Scorsese, you're too short for a ride, or Joe Pesci, Baby Yoda. But he gave them the respect and the reverence they deserved, and then just killed everybody else.
Nah, I don't think that's what it was. I don't think he cares about reverence or respect. I think it was just I think he was just going after kind of the larger.
But he did,
because he didn't go after anybody specifically.
Because he said he started it off with, Scorsese said that all these superhero movies are not cinema; they're like going to a park, and I agree with him. Right. That's what he said. That's how he started that.
Right. But that doesn't mean that doesn't.
So he left that alone. He respected him, made fun of the fact that he's so short, called Joe Pesci Baby Yoda, which I peed a little when he said that. Right. But then went after everybody else. Right. He was like, I agree with them because.
Yeah. Nah. I don't think that's what it was at all.
Watch it again.
I don't think that's what. No, I don't think he did it out of any kind of respect because he doesn't respect. Once again, obviously, he never. No, the thing is this, and this is why I say he never. It's not about going after them because he never attacked anyone specifically, right? He attacked ideas and institutions were the bigger arcs of his attacks, right? Like when he made a joke about DiCaprio, it was about DiCaprio liking younger women. When he made the joke about,
and when he made a joke about Apple and Tim Cook, it was about having sweatshops.
But he made the joke about Apple. He never said Tim Cook.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So he went after what he was attacking was the larger aspects, but he didn't go after specific individual people. He just did regular jokes about individual people. That's all it was. But the point is, everybody went nuts.
The aftermath of everybody getting angry at him and calling him an extreme right-wing whatever conservative was, I think, for me, was funnier than even the monologue.
Yeah.
Because Ricky Gervais.
So we tip our hats off to you, Mr. Gervais.
Is a jerk sometimes because he's so liberal, like he upsets me.
And he goes after Christians.
And he really goes after Christians, right?
He really goes after Christians.
And he even said in his monologue, right? Because once you die, that's it. There's no sequel, right? So that was his little side shot at us, right? But dude, hats off. Thank you, Mr. Gervais.
And that's the thing. And that's the larger part of his point, right? Free speech is free speech. It can't be free speech for me and not for thee, right?
I bet he met up with Dave Chappelle afterwards, and they had
Smoke
drinks and smoked some cigars.
Smoke some blunts. Come on. But yeah, so remember, guys, speech. It's preach. Remember the idea, free speech for everybody, right? And people can say what they want to say. You don't have to like it.
You don't have to agree.
But you can't try to silence them because once you try to silence them, guess what? You're the one. They come after you next.
They come after you next.
Man.
Yep.
So that's our message for the day.
Thank you, Mr. Gervais, for being a jerk.
Right, so that's it. Thanks for joining the first 30. As always, we're giving you a couple of extra bonus minutes because we cannot keep it within 30 minutes.
Because we can't. Shut up.
But, hey. Let's see.
Oh,
means we're ending. It's time for us to go.
Way back.
Remember, go to the Overflow Podcast. You can get all the links and stuff, or social media and everything.
Follow us on all streaming platforms where you listen to your podcast. The
That's
First
right.
30.
First 30. And hey, catch us
there.
Catch us on our more serious takes on the
Overflow
Overflow
Podcast.
Podcast. So, hey guys, love you. Till next week, I'm Joaquin.
I'm Jay.
Peace.